Aquaman's trident, is it a powerful weapon or just a big fork? Well friends, that's the question that we are aiming to answer in this episode. So Aquaman's sequel is coming to the theaters starting December 20th, and its trailer just came out, so I thought that it's a good idea to make an episode on Aquaman to explain who is he and what his main weapon can do, but also to avoid any spoilers, so this episode is spoiler free for those who are planning on watching the Aquaman. And don't forget that down there you may not find Trident like an Aquaman, but you will find some powerful tool indeed. Consider clicking it. That reveals its secret power. To understand Aquaman and his trident, we need to head back to the beginning of the Aquaman movie. In the first scene we can see how Aquaman's father and mother met. Aquaman's dad is a lighthouse keeper and his mother is the queen of Atlantis. Atlantis is the city that grew so much in the technology aspect, and they always wanted more. That power cut them off and the ocean swallowed Atlantis, but their technology helped them to breathe underwater. Atlantis has 7 kingdoms: Atlantis, Zeeble, Fisherman, Brine, Trench, Deserters, and Lost. I will not dive too deep in each one of them. For us the most important one is the Atlantis, because Aquaman mother is from this kingdom and the Aquaman as her firstborn son is the king of the Atlantis kingdom. But since Aquaman's father is from land, the Aquaman has some issues in taking the throne. He also has a half-brother. Aquaman, like all Atlantis people, has an ability to breathe underwater. He has abnormal strength, his eyes adapt to the dark waters, and he is a really good swimmer. Now when we know basic things about Aquaman, let's start with the star of this episode, his trident. His trident is the weapon of the first king of Atlantis, Atlan. In time when King Atlan ruled, the Atlantis sank. The trident was made for him by some Poseidon metal. Trust me, neither do I understand what that really means, but let's get back to the theme. After Atlantis sank, King Atlan died with his trident sealed in his hands, waiting for the true Atlantis king to take it, and it's guarded by a mythical creature called Caravan. This is what King Atlan has to say about his trident. Now let's see what powers this big fork. Oh sorry, Trident has. Strengthen the Chosen One. DC fans who watched Justice League saw that Aquaman already had a weapon that was similar to a trident, albeit with 5 prongs. However, that was not the trident, it was just an offensive weapon. The trident, on the other hand, has a lot of powers. Vulko tells Aquaman that the trident is nothing like his original weapon, making this a big deal. The main power from the trident is giving Aquaman the great power and making him the strongest man in the deep. One of the key powers Aquaman's trident possesses is the ability for him to use it to manipulate and control water. Aquaman can use it to basically command the sea, creating tidal waves or whirlpools, or even creating giant columns of water that he can use to carry himself on. At the time of Justice League, Mera could control water but not Aquaman. That will change as the trident that Aquaman is seeking out in his own movie offers that power as well. In the movie, his half-brother controls tidal waves, so Aquaman possesses a similar power before the movie ends. In the DC Comics Rebirth storyline, a new power Aquaman's trident possesses is healing attributes. This is likely caused by the trident possessing mystical powers from what Aquaman Volume 8 number 32 refers to lost magics. This increased Aquaman's strength and powers as well. In the comics, the trident was used to help cure Mera, who was having breathing problems while in Atlantis. It also gave Aquaman some magical potential as well. It seems to be able to even cure itself, as it gelled back together after Deathstroke cut it in half in Justice League Volume 3 number 43. When Aquaman gained control of the trident, he unlocked some interesting powers. While he is nowhere near a magical master like Satana, the trident did give Aquaman a number of magical attributes and mystical powers. This is due to the fact that Atlantis' dominant means of its power was through old magic, which ended up as its strongest tool. When Aquaman gained the trident and later received the water hand from the Lady of the Lake, it unlocked his own unconscious mystical powers. Aquaman can swim at a rate of speed that can take him across multiple miles in a matter of minutes. With the Earth's surface being 71% water, that means he doesn't have to do much to get from one place to another. However, one of the powers Aquaman's trident possesses helps him get anywhere in a matter of seconds. As Aquaman number 40 showed, this weapon also has the hidden powers of a teleportation device. Not only will it teleport him across the Earth, but Aquaman number 44 showed that it could even transport Aquaman to other planets, light years away, although that was by accident. While many comic book fans rightfully compare Aquaman to Marvel Comics' Submariner, he is a lot like Thor. Aquaman has the powers through the trident to control the weather. The difference is that Thor can do it with his will, while Aquaman needed the trident to do so. With this power, Aquaman could summon thunder and lightning and create storms. He could also control the tectonic plates under the sea to cause earthquakes. This might not be the best power to use underwater due to a number of safety reasons. demons, but the weather-controlling powers Aquaman's trident possesses also allows him to summon lightning. Then he can use it as a lightning rod to blast enemies with. When Aquaman used this power most in the comics, he was fighting a lot of villains on land and not in the sea. A perfect example of this came in Aquaman number 47, where he used the trident as a guiding rod to stop an attacking monster. Now, using it when he is at home in the sea could cause too much collateral damage to make it a smart weapon of choice. In the Justice League story arc The Villain's Journey, the team was battling a man named Graves, who believed that he had the ability to bring back dead loved ones to those they left behind. However, in the end, it turned out that this was all a trick. Demons called Pretas were using Graves to complete their plan of feeding off the pain of the people on Earth, but the man couldn't see the deception due to his own pain. In a pointed attack, Green Lantern and Cyborg were able to weaken these demons, and then Aquaman used his trident to land the final blow and shatter the illusions created by these demons. In Justice League, Aquaman used his generic weapon to really cut through the villains in that film. However, it pales in comparison to the powers Aquaman's trident possesses. That weapon won't just cut through basic demons or regular physical constructs, it will slash through anything. Darkseid, who is considered one of the most powerful beings in the DC Comics universe, found this out the hard way. In Justice League Volume 2 Number 6, the trident actually pierced through the chest of Darkseid in battle. It is also able to cut Superman because it's made of magic, which is one of Superman's vulnerabilities. In the movie, Arthur and Mera are looking at an Atlantean device and can't seem to figure out how to make it work. That is when they see the diagram for the trident. This is important because one of the powers Aquaman's trident possesses is the ability to control Atlantean crafts and other devices. With Atlanta's power steeped in magic, and the trident influenced by the magic, that makes sense. One example came in Aquaman Volume 7 Number 37, where the Maelstrom, a mystical transport system, would not work without the Trident of Neptune as basically the key to turn it on. Well, this was some of the most interesting powers of Aquaman's trident, but knowing all of this, I have to ask you, would you rather take all gadgets that Batman has, or just the Aquaman's trident? Wrote your answer down in the comments, and this theme is pretty much over. Now you are ready to wait for the Aquaman 2, because this theme is over. Till next week, see ya.